going up against the Cardinals. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between our visitors and the Arizona Cardinals. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass is incomplete. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. And the wideout in motion. Play clock winding down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
On 4th down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. A first down throw for Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's brought down after a good gain. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Bucs a first down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Winston now to throw on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. Second down here after the incomplete pass. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown.
And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. And it's up and good. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Nelson, the man in motion right. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And a quick look at the Buccaneer defensive starters.
Leonard Williams was one of the top draft picks coming out of USC, and he's done nothing to diminish the comparisons people make of past greats.
Now a handoff looking right. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
2nd down now after the incompletion. They come out here in the eye. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
And the dreaded 3rd and long here for the offense. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. On 1st and 10, Winston. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 17 yards there. And it'll give the Bucs a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And partner, a nice little connection there on the corner route.
The receiver set it up perfectly. Worked his way inside and then broke it back to the outside for the completion.
First down, Winston. Over the middle to Evans. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Jameis now on 1st down. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And those first downs do add up. The offense keeps the ball moving downfield and keeps their defense on the bench, giving them a chance to rest.
Here's Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. A 2nd down throw for Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. And he's brought down. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal. Shift together here from the D-line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in. Touchdown. Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. 2nd down following the run. Now Jameis on 2nd down. Finding time. He's going to air one out, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 3. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
One of the hallmarks of their success this year, they've been fearless on 4th down. And they convert another one right here to move the chains.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Brief break in the action here. More from the desert after this. They come out here in the eye. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 51 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Detroit! Detroit! Go! Blue 90! No. Check. Patriot!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion.
Now let's go! All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw again. Caught by Nelson left side. And he'll take it down. Now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll run it here. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 1 receiver to the left is Evans. And the tight end goes in motion left. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. In motion goes the tight end. Jameis to throw it. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. So that means they're... Down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. An extra DB added here for the Cards on third.
Blitzer play coverage.
Now Winston. He's got a man. Complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Play fake. Winston surveying the field. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And, oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
They go play action. Winston. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And Aguayo's kick is good. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year, that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year, he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown! A big play there with his 13th touchdown of the year. Of the game. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at the juke. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Arizona. 41 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
They'll drop the throw. He's going to let it go again. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rashad Perriman, his first touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. And they'll go on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And the offense moving quickly to the line. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
To throw is Winston. And a catch right side by Evans. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And another Winston to Evans connection. Mike Evans, he didn't play football until his senior year of high school. He was such a good basketball player down in Galveston, Texas. But I think he's happy he picked football up.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. I would have loved to have been around those conversations. The head basketball coach, the head football coach. Since it was high school, maybe it was the same guy. You never know. And saying, I need this guy out on the field. But it's worked quite well for him. And Jameis Winston's so happy to have him on his squad.
And they've got the lead in this one because of those two. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Well, I'll tell you, this guy's had a monster game on the ground. So if you're going to go for it on 4th and short, it can't be any secret who's going to get the ball. And sure enough, he's going to add to his total here as they pick up the first down. That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And this seemingly endless drive continues. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. On play action, Winston. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They come up in an offset eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kicker, Roberto Aguayo, has it teed up and is about ready to get this one started. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a time. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come up in an offset eye. On 1st and 10, Winston. And incomplete. Probably should have had that one, but with the game he's having tonight, maybe they'll let it go.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. And they're going to speed things up here.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll stop him right on the midfield stripe. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. So they come out here in the eye.
Detroit! He's checking Grant. Over! Hurry up, here we go! Gun!
Now they try the right side here. And he's brought down after a good gain. It's a gain of 24 that time. And it's good enough for an Arizona first. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And that'll be good for an Arizona first down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying,
now the Buccaneers go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Going to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long. And
they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, left side. 30, 10, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And the lead will grow by 1 more. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So out now come the Cardinals. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this will probably be the last play they can squeeze in here before the 2-minute warning.
Defense always has to be careful in this situation. A lot of teams like to take a shot.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The offense staring at a 3rd and 12 here.
All right, here we go. Blue, 90. Leopard.
They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 22 yards on the pickup there. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll set up to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still, no yardage. Okay.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They've got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game. They want to keep it going.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. And he goes in motion here in the backfield.
Watch it now, Barney. Kill. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check, Patrick.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So out come the Bucs now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there. Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game. Points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball.